What's up, guys? I stayed up late last night live streaming till like 10 o'clock. There was a lot of controversy on the discus video. The comments are rolling in. People are really hating my rant video on discus fish. That's completely fine though. That's the cool thing about YouTube is I can do videos on my personal opinions and whatnot. Anyways, I'm doing a deep cleansing of this tank. Actually, I'm gonna flip the camera here. I wanna show you guys some things. So when I say a deep cleansing, that means I try to move around everything, and that means moving all the decorations, lifting them up, moving around all the sponge filters. There's 4 sponges in here, and I usually clean 2 of them. That way I don't disturb the cycle too bad. As you can see, this tank is dirty, and this is like the reality of a real tank. This isn't like some crazy specialty gallery where I have an aquascape professional license. This is literally just me throwing together just whatever, and it gets mixed up because every time I do a deep cleansing, I move around all the decor. It's nothing too special, 6-foot tank. But anyways, this shows you how much flow a sponge filter has, some of the high flow ones. And that is actually a pretty decent flow rate for a sponge filter. And my DIY ones actually have a little better flow rate because the tube is bigger and it allows more bubbles to go through it. It has a higher flow, I'm convinced on that. I don't know though, those ones do work pretty well. So yeah, I'm doing a water change, obviously, and I did a deep gravel vac. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's really beneficial to your tank to move around all your decor because a lot of detritus and particulate can add up really fast and really wreck your water parameters. Even though you're doing water changes, you don't see a lot of the stuff that builds up in decor. And anyways, the topic of this video is actually the Panda Cory Catfish, Corydoras essentially. And if you noticed, I'm wearing the same thing I wore last night. I haven't showered yet. I'm a hot mess. Yeah, I know. Anyways, it's Sunday. Who cares, right? This is today to relax and do fish stuff. I know some of you guys are thinking, Corydoras, catfish, they're boring. I don't care. But these catfish aren't boring. These things are stunning, and you can keep large schools of them. I want to showcase a particular tank in this video, and it's a planted tank. This is the ideal setup for Cory Catfish, and let's just jump right into this. And here's the tank setup I was talking about. Credit goes to Seth Fiola. I specifically wanted to find this tank, and thank you for letting me use this video. It's an absolutely stunning of a planted tank. This looks to be like a 20-gallon long, an ideal setup for maybe a dorm room or an apartment. But the Panda Cory is a dwarf Corydoras, so it doesn't get as large. They grow up to like 2 inches, and as you can see, there is a betta fish in there. A lot of controversy around keeping bettas with other fish, but it can be done, especially in heavy planted tanks like this. So as far as setting a tank up with the most ideal setup for Corydoras catfish, it is most species spotlight guides will tell you that sand is the best substrate for them. But a lot of people, especially like Cory from Aquarium Co-op, just traveled to Peru and actually is finding that actually the substrate for Corys is actually mainly gravel. So it's really not that huge of a deal as far as your substrate goes. It was said that like a gravel substrate can harm their gills. And here you see they are sold at PetSmart. So this is like one of your super popular community fish and a great choice for a catfish. They are considered armor catfish. Let's get back on topic here. So as far as setup, they like to be in groups. It really doesn't matter the substrate. They really are adaptable to a wide range of water parameters. They can actually breathe surface air because in the wild sometimes the rivers and such get at such a low level that they have adapted to be able to breathe air to stay alive essentially. As far as feeding the Panda Corydoras, it's going to be extremely easy. Any type of bottom dweller fish food is going to work. Maybe supplement in some protein, some sinking shrimp pellets. Mainly just try to get the food on the bottom of the tank. You will see that these fish also do this thing where they swim up the glass, and it makes it for, you know, it's extremely fun to watch, especially when you have a huge school. They are very adaptable to water parameters. What you're gonna have to watch is tank mates. Like if you're keeping cichlids and such, it's just not gonna work out because a lot of them screw around with bottom dwellers like Cory's, and they're fast moving, and it's just not gonna work. So try to stick to like some really nice community fish like tetras. You can see there's a different type of albino Cory catfish. PetSmart sells a lot of different Cory's, and they're becoming more and more popular, and I absolutely love Cory Catfish. They make for the best bottom dweller catfish in my opinion, just because they have so much personality. You can have a huge school of them. They're constantly sifting through your substrate, helping you filter your tank essentially by kind of moving around particulate and stuff. So let me know what you think of the Panda Cory. Do you keep Cory Catfish? Are they your favorite bottom dweller? I've been obsessed with these guys quite frequently right now, and that's why I'm doing this video essentially. So yeah, I love them.